Let's look at The Witcher 3. It's a game I'm pretty excited for. Ever since the end of Witcher 2, really. Oh man! Right off the bat, all in-game. That facial animation.
That facial animation. What do you think of this mode that sort of like tells you exactly what you need to know?
I like it. It's a little bit more streamlined than it was in 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense. I mean, he is basically a mutant with superpowers.
Right.
And I like that you see those red blurs. It doesn't necessarily spell out exactly what it is.
Yeah. For me, like this whole pre-planning thing before a fight, it just sort of takes you out of the game and slows down the world a bit. So I want to see how streamlined they've got that because I'm not too sure about it just yet.
But I think that's a big part of this game, right? Like it's not just you run around, fuck up monsters. It's like
with the bigger sword.
It's a job. You paid to take out a particular beast. To take out that beast, you have to research what beast it is exactly. I mean, I saw another demo of this that where you had to take out a forest monster, and half of that quest was just I have to figure out exactly what beast I'm actually dealing with.
Yeah.
Because in any other game, you just go and look at it and go, oh, that's what monster it is. Oh, it's got a glowing red spot on its face. That's the weak spot.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if you went and looked at the monster, it'd probably kill you because you'd be standing there. Yeah. So I quite like that.
What I want to know about that is, I mean, he's just shot the griffin and the griffin flies away. But I wonder if that was because like he didn't get a good enough hit on it. If you could shoot and kill the griffin right there and then.
From what I understand, like most fights do have multiple stages. Like they will flee at one point, and you can decide to track them to where their base is.
Yeah.
Now, this is a good example, I think, of just how seamless it is. Like this is a side quest you could totally just ignore. And look at that combat. I don't know how to think about the combat. I mean, it looks fun, but there's something about it that just still feels a little bit jerky to me.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're calling the Icelandic Poles
jerks. They're kind of jerky. I mean, Geralt is such a dick sometimes. No, it just doesn't look as smooth. Like all the attacks feel really forceful and powerful.
Yeah.
Rather than swift and sort of agile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always saw Geralt as more panther-like. He kind of strikes. He gets in there and then pirouettes out of the way and sort of strikes.
Can you tell me what is with this bit? Because this woman has just been attacked by bandits. She was obviously losing. But now she's got this sort of cocky air about her, like, it doesn't really matter. I guess it was good that you showed up, but
I think it's that kind of world where, like, there's bandits around.
Yeah.
But also, I wondered if that was, who knows why she was getting attacked, I mean, from what I know is that this game is every one of these events have repercussions later.
Yeah.
For all we know that, like, they were avenging... She, like, might have killed someone or...
Poisoned someone.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stolen something.
That's a woman's weapon, after all.
According to the old Game of Thrones, which heavily influenced this game, apparently. I mean, we've even got Tywin Lannister himself in this.
Yes.
Charles Dance.
Yeah, Charles Dance.
Look at that. That water looks amazing, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably the best waterfall effects I think I've seen in a game.
Although, why is there a road with just, like, this massive sort of cliff on it? Part of the road. I mean, is that... Has there been a landslide or something? It didn't look like that.
There may well have been.
But,
there may well have been.
Look, I mean,
You're pretty skeptical of The Witcher, and I don't like it. I don't like what you're insinuating there, buddy.
I'm just not a blatant fanboy.
Well, I'm not a blatant fanboy. I'm a fan based on good content.
Yeah. And blind admiration.
It's not blind. It's admiration based on genuine... I mean, they put a lot of work into their games.
This is one of the coolest griffins I've seen in a game.
Oh,
ever.
Hands down. All the monsters that we've seen so far look phenomenal.
But why the hell does a griffin, which has those big, powerful wings, come to the ground where you can attack it quite easily?
Well,
instead of just attacking
from the sky? Don't they say in the
demo
that he's injured the wings? That's how you sort of...
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't look like it there.
Yeah, well, when it falls down on its back? It's all part of the plan.
Okay. I just always hated that in Skyrim, how dragons would come to the ground. It's like, why?
Or I mean, the last time I fought a griffin would have been Dragon's Dogma, where you just hang onto its wings for sheer bloody luck and hope that you can bring it down.
Yeah.
This is the best bit.
Meow. I mean, that's what it's saying. Meow.
I don't care what you think of that griffin fight, Tom.
Yeah.
You have to admit, being able to walk into town with a fucking griffin's head just hooked onto the back of your horse is the coolest thing ever.
Badass. Yeah, I wonder if that's just for the griffin or if that's for all the monsters. You can just chop off their heads or maybe chop off their balls.
There was something kind of like that
in medieval times.
Oh yeah, just keep them in a little sack.
Maybe a big sack.
Maybe. Well, it depends on the monster, I guess. There we go. Look, they don't really know what to do with their arms either.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he does.
Oh.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Well, that was The
Hey,
Witcher
Fonzie.
3 Wild Hunt coming out soon.